Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Still talking about Peter Obi. There's so much commotion right now in the northern part of the country, especially among the northern Christian, over the statement that was made by the former secretary to the government of the Federation, talking about Babachi Lawal yesterday. He opened up about this support that Christians are giving to Peter Obi and say that all the communities that are intending to vote in the upcoming election that is a Christian community, that if you ask them who they are going to vote for, they say they are voting for Peter Obi. And that triggered a lot of reactions from different quarters. And what we noticed was that a lot of people decided to shift and stand the other way. But we're going to give you full details of that news in a jiffy and also the reactions of Nigerians. And according to the news, some prominent northern Christian leaders of the All Progressive Congress APC has distanced themselves from the endorsement of the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi by former Secretary to the Government of the Federation SGA Babachi Lawal. The group, led by a former Speaker of the House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara, said Northern APC members never took any decision to endorse Obi. The group noted that the decision to endorse Obi was that of Lawal. A few days ago, Lawal had disclosed that the group, after much consultation, opted for the Labour Party presidential candidate. The group vowed not to support the APC due to its Muslim presidential ticket. They lamented that APC should have picked a Northern Christian presidential running mate and not a Muslim. However, a statement jointly signed by Dogara, Simon Achuba, Albert Atiwucha, Professor Dongnan Sheni, Mila Nunch, General Isaiah Bauka, retired Professor Ibrahim Haruna, and Mrs. Leah Oluseyi dismissed the endorsement. They said the group was yet to disclose a decision on who to endorse in 2023. According to them, they said, we want to draw the attention of the general public to the recent position canvassed by our chairman B.D. Lawal as the position of our group. We wish to state that necessary consultation have been concluded and based on manifestly unassailable empirical data, the group is poised to adopt a position which will be made known to the public at an interfaith event to be held very soon. Suffice to say that no one in the group, including the chairman, has been mandated to speak to the public about our position at this material time. Based on our modus operandi, our position was meant to be presented to the general public at the event referred to above. That has not changed. So, in other words, they're trying to tell this guy you are strictly on your own. We don't have any idea of what you are saying. And this is quite serious, I must say. Now, I was expecting this to happen. Before I read the comment of Nigerians, I know that right now, what most people who even claim they want the betterment of Nigeria are targeting is actually the promises that will be given to them. That's their target. Nobody is really interested on, but especially politicians. None of them are really interested in what is happening in the country. What will be the determining factor for Northern Christian to make their choice is what did they promise me? What did they promise us? And all of that. And, the likes of Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar, and the rest can give you very lofty promises that if you're a greedy person, there's no way you can stand. I think that had always been the victory that these guys have been getting year after year. They give lofty promises to very few people, and they don't care even if Nigeria is aflame, Nigeria is on fire. They don't care as far as they and their families are living well. If maybe things get so bad, what would they do? Pick up their private jets and of they leave the country. So you can now see that with that in mind, until we cure ourselves of that virus of greed, there is no way Nigeria will end up the kind of country we want it to be. This situation that we have seen right now, very soon we will hear that the the Northern Christian group have been turned apart. I am expecting that, and I'm not prophesying it, but based on what I have seen thus far, it's going to happen like that. Right now, a lot of people are calling Babachi Lawa a lot of men. Some people say that it's because of he's an attention seeker, and some people are saying that the man is only trying to see how he can dive into the moving wave and get himself some good opportunity. However, let's just look at what some people have to say, Nigerians have to say. This one said, when will people learn that one-term endorsement by sectoral group doesn't translate to vote? Thumbs up to this person. Say the decision to elect someone is a matter of personal perception and conviction. That's why it is democracy and not autocracy or oligarchy. I am a non-Christian and I will vote Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu regardless of who my GO provincial pastor, zonal pastor, or parish pastor adopt stroke endorse. Wow, this is one perspective that most people have not been considering. But no matter how you trivialize the influence of key groups like this, there are some people that really go well with whatever their own bosses or their own people support. They are comfortable with it. But be that as it may, with the looks of things, I think Nigerians are the ones that will make this decision finally. Someone just say he will go for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which I'm also praying that God will help him. Because imagine if today Nigeria was his father's business and they tell him to employ somebody to run the business. First of all, he would take into consideration what is the retirement age for everybody who is a working population. And he will know that 65 years is the ideal date, an ideal year that someone should leave public office and go and take care of his grandchildren. I believe that if he was the owner of Nigeria, he would never make this statement. I mean, I don't know why party affiliation is causing a lot of cracks in the mentality, or would I say in the brains of Nigeria. As somebody will wake up and see a man who is saying Bola Blue and talking about roasted corn, that the PDP government did not pay for the roasted corn, and you just see that this man mentally is confused, which means you enjoy the confused state of the country. Haba, God will have mercy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Pray that someday our lives will look like the people we supported in 2023. Because this is really, really unbelievable. Someone waking up and you'll be so shocked. The person saying this may be a very young man. I'm not fighting anybody, but the truth remains that Nigeria is not one man business. And we should do the right thing to put this country in the right position. I'd like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. Let's interact.